Boys Club. This is second track off Chanel Volume 1. This was requested by Jayden Rossi. Thank you. And so this is, of course, B, the key of B, standard tuning and all that. And the rhythm's a big part of this, even though part-wise, there's not a lot going on. It's basically just one sort of main riff and then a little chorus, I guess. But so let's start off there. So the song starts off, right? So hitting the A string. This is a B major, right? No high E or low E. You hit the A string. You could also hit the D string there. So smack. And then, so what he does live, we'll go over that. I think the chord is just C sharp minor 7, right? So your minor chord, and you just lift your thing off for the 7, right? So same thing where you hit that A string and also maybe D string, and then upstroke. You can include the high E string there if you want. I don't think it hurts. Whether or not he's doing it on the album, I don't really, not sure, but it's fine either way, right? So, and then there's a lot of strumming where you kind of hit the dead, you kind of mute when you hit it, right? So lots of scratches. You don't just want to go. But you want to keep that kind of strumming thing going. You're just muting a lot of it. So, right? And then you move it up to 2 frets. Right, so E flat, D, or you could say D sharp or whatever. So E flat, minor 7, then D sharp, D minor 7. So hit that, then upstroke, and then mute as a downstroke. And I usually hit that as an upstroke, or you could hit another downstroke. So two strums there, and then a mute, and a couple mutes there, and then right. So 2 strums there. The second one is just very quiet. It's not as obvious. And then a couple mutes there. Another quiet strum, and an upstroke, and then back to this. So strum, and then downstroke, upstroke. You also go, you could add a lot more, and you do, if you're playing it live, you typically would add more. Be very percussive, Now, a little lick he does there. I used to think he was doing that classic kind of major walk up. As far as I'm aware, he's not doing that, so he's just going. Sometimes on the album, it sounds like he's going. Right, so just strums that one more time, upstroke, and then, so it's just open to 1 on the A. And then he starts it over again. But live, you see him go, right? So just hits that F sharp, 2nd fret of the low E. So just open, 1. And yes, live, you see him when he's doing these minor 7 chords, he's doing basically this. So it's kind of like when he does this dominant 7 thing, does the exact same thing basically, but it's a different chord. So you hit that on your A string, and you mute the D string, and you hit the same fret on the G, and then 1 fret higher on the B, mute everything else. So So it's the exact same chords, he just voices it a bit differently. It doesn't sound quite as full as it does on the album to me, so I'm not sure if he's playing that way on the album. I guess he could be. So, you know, either way, whichever way you want, I just prefer to play it this way. Just sounds a bit more full and brighter and better to me. Anyway, so of course the chorus is just it's an E chord, and you can just kind of strum it like that, do a full strum, and then downstroke, upstroke, and then just a couple. Right, so you can also just go. It'd be a bit more open if you want. I like to make it a bit tighter and more controlled, so like that, and then D, open D, and then B, major again. So E, D, B, and then here he goes. He definitely does this. It's a dominant 7 there, C sharp dominant 7, which is, you know, interesting because we had a minor 7 on that, but now he makes it dominant. Secondary dominant, really, so you can go to the F sharp. So that's just, it just does that little 3-note thing. Your D string's 3rd fret, and then your G string, same fret, 4th fret. So I hear him going, so A, D, A, and then he kind of strums both of those, the D and the G. You can also go like this, right? You have that 5th in there, but I'm pretty sure he's going, and of course you could also go just to have that note in there if you want. Doesn't really sound like it though, but it's of course the same chord. And then just F sharp major. On live he goes like this. Either way he's muting it. I like to have that low string in there. Let me just mute it. And then the song just ends with that's how it ends. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have fun learning this, and take care.